What if your mornings could be inspiring and ridiculously fun?
Kindness Rising isn't just a show, it's a full wake-up vibe.
It's freaking fun, people.
Yeah, man, it's got real get after it energy.
I love it.
Wake up with Kindness Rising.
I help purpose-driven people grow their impact. 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand. Get out there and take kind action.
If it's live, they'll feel it.
On Kindness Rising, we bring you proven strategies and fresh ideas you can actually use. If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Exactly. Fail fast, rebound faster.
You'll see the bloopers and the genuine connections that make kindness contagious. We sometimes get into a little bit of trouble.
Pretty much my life made the list.
You can trust what you see right here is honest, respectful, and uplifting. Social impact organizations, and we always talk about them. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy. You just made my day. What do you do when the lights go out? Literally or figuratively, you show up anyway, because kindness isn't about perfection. It's about presence. And today we're talking about what it really looks like.
This is Kindness Rising.
Have you ever had one of those moments, the moments where you try to help someone and everything goes sideways? Maybe you overcooked the meal, you missed a detail, you said the wrong thing, but you meant well. That's what we're unpacking today. The power of showing up. It's not about getting it right. It's about staying in the moment, even when it's messy. And no one models that better, or maybe worse, than our friends Cal and Stan.
Stan, why does it look like a rock concert from 1989 in here?
I was showing up early to fix the lights for you, man.
Yeah, well, it looks more like Electric Hazard than Electric Light Tour.
Relax. I only got shocked twice. Maybe 3 times.
Reggie says that's 2.5 times too many.
Uh-oh, Cal's out there, Stan's out there getting himself shocked, trying to get those lights fixed, and maybe they're trying to show us a little bit about the power of showing up. You know what the number one predictor of strong relationships is? It's not shared interest, it's not love languages, or even communication styles. It's consistency, consistent presence, showing up. That doesn't mean you have to fix everything. It means you have to be there. Research from the Gottman Institute and Harvard's Human Flourishing Program shows that people who regularly check in, follow through, and simply show up for others, even in small ways, they report higher life satisfaction and stronger emotional resilience. We Gen Xers, we came up in the age of showing up. We didn't text you when we're on our way. We were on our way. Here we come. We made it time. We made time for friends, even when we were tired, because it's what you did. Now showing up looks different. Sometimes it's a comment on a post. I hope people will show up and comment here in the comments, just to remind people that they're seeing. It's part of showing up, is being involved in the comments here at Kindness Rising. I show up every Monday up through Friday, 7:30 a.m., and I hope you continue to show up too. Sometimes even you might make a quick phone call instead of just shooting a heart emoji. I'm guilty of it. We all do it. We all think of people. We send them a quick message. The key is to send something, but sometimes we can do it just a little bit more. Mike Sullivan, good morning. How are you today? You got to show up from the start, the middle, and the end, like finishing a book. That's right, because life is... Got a little cord hanging over here. It's bugging me. Life is a story, no doubt about it, Mike Sullivan. I appreciate it. I'm interested in your story. Let's tell each other our stories. It's how we make ourselves known, and it's how we connect with people through our stories. Lady Drew, I appreciate you over there in the vertical comments, keeping things going. I hope others that are out there, I see the numbers, but I don't see the comments. I see people out there. Jump in, just say something. I promise you, we don't bite here. Let's get this community rocking with positivity, with a little bit of hope, with a little bit of fun along the way. Would you? Let's do it. All right. So we were talking about different ways, right? We talked about not sending, just sending the text along the way, uh, commenting on a post, make sure someone feels seen, a 2-minute call instead of that emoji. And really what it's about is about holding space for people to be able to listen. No advice, no fix, just presence. Kindness isn't loud, it's steady. It's not about big moments, it's about follow through. So if you've ever wondered how to make a difference without burning out, this is it. Just keep showing up, especially when it's inconvenient, because reliability, not brilliance, that's what builds trust. Welcome to Kindness Rising, your morning dose of hope, humanity, humor, and heart. I appreciate you. The comments are getting rolling. People's coffee must be kicking in here. I appreciate you all. Adam Holroyd, the OG. Good morning, Adam. It's good to hear from you today. Stay involved, get involved in the comments. What are the ways that you're showing up? You're showing up here, and that's just proving it with action. But talk about other ways you're showing up in life, or the way people are showing up for you. When we share these ideas, they create that flywheel of kindness, that ripple that goes out into the world and makes us all a little bit happier, a little bit better. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee too. A little dry this morning. That coffee is delicious. Uh, Side note, I'm not getting paid for this. I've switched to Nescafe's espresso concentrate from brewing concentrate myself. I cold brewed, I've done it all. This is a great way to do it. Nespresso's concentrate, I don't know if you guys know anything about it, but it is definitely a game changer for me. Boom, quick, done. It's delicious. Put a little syrup, a little milk in it. That's my coffee routine, Nespresso. I don't know. If Nespresso's out there and they want to sponsor the show, great. Come on, bring it on, Nestle. Take your money. Just kidding. All right. So we're changing things up a little bit. Not really that much. But I promised I would start bringing some stories of small people doing what small people. It's a terrible thing to say. I didn't mean it that way. Regular people. I forgot, somebody used a great term. One of you people that's out there, it might have been Mike, I don't remember, who was just talking about bring inspiring stories of regular people. So I'm going to do that today. This is our kindness current. Sometimes kindness finds us in the most ordinary moments, even the drive-through window. Down in Missouri, an 18-year-old kid named Michael Baker was celebrating a huge milestone, his high school graduation. He walked across the stage, he shook hands, he smiled for pictures, he did the whole graduation thing, and then instead of going out with friends, he did something simple. He went straight to his shift at Burger King. The restaurant was shorthanded that night, so Michael, still in his cap and gown, clocked in to help. A customer, another one of the graduates' mothers, saw him working in the window in his full graduation gear, still with his tassel in, still smelling faintly of nostalgia and the graduation. She snapped a quick photo and posted it online saying, "This young man is what work ethic looks like." That post blew up within hours. It was everywhere. Millions, maybe you out there had seen it. Thousands of comments, more than a few tears. and the net result was amazing. People didn't just praise him, they acted, they went out, they started a GoFundMe to support his college dreams, and within a week, that GoFundMe raised $200,000. Pretty big number. When word reached the Burger King Foundation, they surprised him with a college scholarship. So we got a school paid for and 200 grand. That's pretty amazing. People are supportive when you go out there and you show what your value and your character are. People notice. A kid thought he was just doing his job, and he ended up reminding the world what responsibility, humility, and kindness in motion look like, because the story isn't really about flipping burgers. It's about how we lift each other up when we see someone doing good. It's about the internet choosing to reward effort instead of ego. In a world obsessed with going viral, Michael did it without even trying, just by showing up. Small action with a big ripple. That's today's kindness current. All right. Speaking of small people, I don't know where I came up with that term. Are regular Joes out there in the world doing their thing. There were a couple of them that we know that were working on trying to fix lights.
Stan, you've turned the studio into a cave.
Don't worry, I watched 2 YouTube tutorials and one was German.
That explains the chaos and the polka. Whoa, Reggie!
It's okay, he's just testing the emergency response system.
Oh boy, Reggie does not like the dark at all. Good morning. I see my mother out there with Lady Drew and Bernard. Be driven. Good morning. The crew is in the house. Thanks for everybody for jumping in. If you're out there in the community, I see there's more out there. Come on, get involved. Just jump in. Just say good morning. People will welcome you. I promise you it will make your day better. These people here that are in this community, people like Mike Sullivan, like Lady Drew, like Roseanne Rouff. Yes, my mother comes to the show. I love it. And Adam Polaroid and Bernard. These are the people who come here every day. You guys show up every day. I appreciate you. You do not have any idea what it does to me. I will tell you, though, that it is an amazing changing experience to do something like this every day, staying focused on something, even when it's hard. You have your commitment, you stick with it. This is something that has shown me a different way, to live in a way, especially when it's something that lights you up and that you get excited about. Because I get excited about coming here. I love doing this. I have a mission. My mission is to just be a little bit of a kind light in the world, to try to multiply that kindness and help people grow. Good people who are doing good work. That's what I want to do. That's what I am doing here at Kindness Rising. And I know you all are out there doing it too. Roseanne Rouff. Good morning, Be Driven. I'm picking up my honey this morning. Yay. All right. So that's awesome. Mom, Bernard can't see you because he's in the vert and you're in the horizontal. But Keith tells me that that's going to change soon. Pretty soon we're going to have integrated chat so that everybody can see everybody chatting. I hope someday they integrate the entire production, because right now, anytime I want to show a video or do one of those things, I don't know why I'm giving you this insight, but what I do have to do is go into 2 separate windows. That's why the timing is always a little wonky and a little off. It's just something that you have to get used to, and I'm continuing to get used to it. Running the show by myself, I write it, I produce it, I produce those little videos, I make them all, the whole thing. It's a one-man show so far, but hopefully, not hopefully, I know we are going to grow and this will become a larger team. I've got support. Keith Billis has been awesome out there at Mornings in the Lab, supporting me, giving me access to all the tools that that I need showing me the way. Absolutely 100%. What I'm doing here is because of Keith, and I appreciate that. That's why I want you to get over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends at 8 o'clock. If you have not seen that show, get on over, subscribe to the channel, subscribe here to Kindness Rising, and we will help you get up every morning, not hit the snooze button, with a little bit of hope, a little bit of humanity, and definitely some humor along the way. Appreciate it. We're creating a community here, a community that has conversation in the chat. We want you to chat away. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Moving on into the content of the show. That's what we do. I want to talk about growth through imperfection. You know what stops most people from growing? It's not failure. It's the fear of being seen failing. The truth is, every relationship, whether at work, home, or in your neighborhood, depends on how we handle that awkward stuff. Growth doesn't happen in the highlight reel. It happens in the retakes and the bloopers. Psychologists at Stanford found that people who frame mistakes as learning opportunities, what they call a growth mindset, develop more empathy and emotional stability over time. And that applies to kindness too. When you mess up, apologize quickly. When you hurt someone, listen longer than you explain. And when you get it right, don't make it about being the hero. Make it about being human. The 6 strings remind us that kindness is the bass note and growth is the melody that moves it forward. If kindness is how we show up for others, growth is how we evolve from it. Every time you stumble, but keep showing up, you're tuning both of those strings at once. So stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Perfection kills connection. Show up as you are, learn out loud, and let your effort be the message. That's how growth sounds: raw, real, and full of rhythm. Thank you for joining me here at Kindness Rising. I'm here Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook. I'm Matthew Rouff, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, on all the social platforms. But thanks for joining me here on Kindness Rising. Get involved in the comments. I see lots of conversation going on about bees. All right. YouTube lets you do horizontal now. You should be able to go to it now. Sounds like I'll have to find out from Keith. We are streaming on YouTube. We stream on multiple platforms, but we use an alternative streaming platform so that it makes it easier to do our setups. Right now, I'm streaming in 4 places. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on my channel here, Kindness Rising channel, and I'm also on Mornings in the Lab channel, and I'm able to do that all through one setup because Keith knows the tools and how to get it done a little bit quicker, a little more efficiently. It's what we do at Mornings in the Lab. We can help you do it if you're interested in streaming on 4 different channels or more at once. We can help you set it up. We know how to do it. We've been doing it. Keith's been doing it for a year and a half. I've been doing it for going on 4 months now. I can't believe it. Every day, Monday through Friday, we show up and we can show you how to do it too. A little bit of accountability, which is an amazing part of this journey. A little bit of creativity, which is the part I love. It's lighting me up with excitement to write the scripts and think about it. It's helping with connection. I'm connecting with all of you out there and tons more people through the work that we're doing on our personal branding through our program, which I'll maybe talk about in a little bit. But first, I want to talk about our spotlight. We always on Kindness Rising. Remember that there are tons of people, tons of organizations out there in the world doing good work for good people, and we want to spotlight, highlight, and tell you about them. And I also made a commitment that I would get a little local once in a while. And so today I am going local once again here. I live in Binghamton, New York. For those of you who don't know, that's upstate New York, about 2.5 hours north of the city. But that's not the point. The point is, here in Binghamton, in the greater Binghamton community, we have an organization that proves that community kindness grows best when you dig in together. And it's the name of the organization is Vines. That's Volunteers Improving Neighborhood Environments. It's a nonprofit organization based right here in Binghamton that literally are turning empty lots into living, breathing connections. They started small, just a handful of neighbors planting a community garden over on the west side where I grew up. Now they've expanded into dozens of gardens and an urban farm network that provides fresh, affordable food for families across the southern tier. But what really makes Vines special isn't just the gardens, it's the people they grow. Through their Grow Binghamton program, they hire and train local teens every summer to learn sustainable farming, teamwork, and leadership. It's not about vegetables. It's about values, and it's about showing up. Vines shows us that kindness doesn't have to be complicated. It just needs consistency, because when you water relationships the same way you water a garden, with patience, time, and care, the harvest takes care of itself. That's Vines right here in Binghamton. They're doing some cool work. My wife, Heather, takes part in community caring days through her employment. And one of the places they go to is Vines. They get involved. They get their hands right in the dirt, cleaning up gardens in our community. And it is amazing the way they share their bounty and the way people get involved. So I appreciate you. Mike Sullivan says near Syracuse, the state capital. No, Albany is actually the state capital of New York, but we are near Syracuse. We are about an hour's south of Syracuse. If you're coming up from the southern part of the East Coast, there's no way you don't go through Binghamton Route 81. It's just what we do. B, we're using StreamYard. Yeah, great program. They're making improvements over there all the time too. Anyway, that's what we're doing now. I appreciate you all. And yeah. All right. I talked about Vines. Vines is a really, really cool organization. We drive by their gardens all the time. One of the entryways onto the main highway that connects to where I live. There's a huge garden down in there. I see people down in there working in the summer, all year long. Actually, they do all kinds of stuff. So nice. All right. Cool. I'm just taking a look at what I've got lined up, but the time is flying by here, and I just don't want to cheat you guys out of any amazing stuff that I've put together for you. We did talk about branding a little bit. I'm not going to do my regular branding segment, but if you want help with personal branding, don't forget to reach out to me, Matt Rouff, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, or to Keith Billis. We're at Mornings in the Lab Network. We're at Kindness Rising, and we are at Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. And before time slips away, I think we have to check in one last time, maybe with our friends, Cal and Stan.
Reggie's pacing the floors like he was haunted by responsibility.
I'd be scared too if my 9 lives depended on your wiring.
You know, man, even when we screw things up, I like that we still show up.
Yeah. Darkness or not, we're still here.
And there it is, the darkest videos ever. I was playing with it. I'm like, okay, how do we do this in the dark? Let's see how it works. It's fun. It's fun to use. There's so many tools out there for creative purposes to put your vision to work. I've got Cal and Stan and Reggie. They're hanging out with us. We're going to be continuing to look at their world and how it works. I think they're a helpful little tool for us, and it's fun. It takes a lot of time, though. A lot of time. All right. So that's the insight into the Cal and Stan. Of course, we always, just like we always give a spotlight, we always give you something to take away. It's our kindness compass, our takeaways, and these are 3 ways to show up better. The first is do the small things, send the text, drop the meal, make the call. It all counts. Next, don't ghost on growth. When you mess up, circle back. The only failed attempt is the one you don't make. Only failed attempt is the one you don't make. Get out there, fail forward, and learn from each of your mistakes. And lastly, reflect. Don't retreat. If something goes sideways, ask what you learned before you check out. Showing up isn't glamorous, but it's sacred. It's how kindness builds trust and how growth builds connection. Thank you all for joining me here on Kindness Rising. I appreciate you all so much, so much. Kindness call. This is our call for the week. So we had our takeaways, our 3 things, so with 3 ways to show up better. And this is the challenge of the day today on our Relationship Thursday. Tomorrow is Fandom Friday. Whoa. We'll have to figure out what fandom we're going to focus on. I'd be interested in what fandoms you guys are into. I can certainly help you with that. I've got some great ideas, but I always want to hear from you too, because I want to deliver on the things that you all want too, because we're a community that does that together. But here's your kindness challenge for today on this Relationship Thursday. Show up for someone who isn't expecting it in a way that they are not expecting. Try it. Send a voice note. Offer help to somebody. Ask how they're really doing. And stick around for the answer. You never know who's waiting for your presence more than your perfection. Simple challenge. Show up for someone who isn't expecting it, and perhaps in a way that they're not expecting it, because there's tons of ways that you can connect with people out there. And one way we connect here is through the Mornings in the Lab network. That includes Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, which I know everyone is going to move over to at 8 o'clock to continue the morning energy. And here's what Keith's up to today. You know who really understands the value of showing up? He's going to tell us. It's about builders and operators. They don't wait for conditions. They get in the mud, make the adjustments, and learn by doing. In the real world, growth is field tested, not theorized. The same goes for kindness. It's not an abstract virtue. It's built by action, conversation. You learn what works by showing up, failing a little, fixing a little, and trying again. And that's what Keith is exploring today, how motion, effort, and iteration, the stuff that builders live by, also apply to relationships and personal growth. Because whether you're leading a team or mending a friendship, kindness isn't an idea you talk about. It's something you build in real time with your hands and your heart. Get on over and see Keith Billis, Keith, John, and friends at the Mornings in the Lab. Thank you for joining me here at Kindness Rising. I show up every Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook for you. Here's the thread. Kindness isn't about being flawless. It's about being faithful. Growth doesn't mean you never fail. It means you don't stop trying. Even when the lights go out, even when it's uncomfortable, you keep showing up. That's how kindness grows. So until tomorrow, as we always say, stay uncommon and stay kind.
Okay, Matt, we got the memo about the Kindness Rising promo, but what exactly are we promising people?
And is there craft services? Hey, I need snacks too.
Gentlemen, focus. Kindness rising multiplies kindness and helps people get up on the right side of the bed.
So wait, we're not doing another angry headline show.
Exactly. We rise above the negative, divisive noise.
Translation, less rage bait, more high fives for humanity.
And this is live, like actually live.
Yep. We go live on YouTube and LinkedIn, 7:30 a.m. Eastern every weekday.
Wait, if it's live, what if I forget my lines?
Then you improvise.
Okay, so our tagline is basically wake up, tune in, and start your day with kindness.
Exactly. Kindness rising, good vibes, practical tips, and a reason to get up on the right side of the bed.
You heard the boss. Subscribe now before he makes us do a TikTok dance.
Kindness rising. Wake up, tune in, and let's make some good noise.